What's going on, YouTube, man? Like I said in my last video that was uploaded talking about Messy Marv, which check that out if you haven't. But even though I don't upload all the time on YouTube like I used to, I still see all you guys' comments, and I really try to do my due diligence to reply to every single comment that you guys leave, whether it be positive or negative, just because I want to be interactive with my fans, right? And as always, a lot of people comment on my Semen Retention NoFap videos, and like I said, even though I haven't been uploading, man, those still get a lot of views. They still get a lot of love, a lot of comments, a lot of support. So thank you to all the new subscribers and all the positive comments. But one thing that was brought to my attention in the past couple of weeks, because I've really been doubling down on my diet in the past couple of weeks. Health has always been something that, well, I don't want to say always, but in the past couple of years, I've really been focused on my health, and I've tried different diets. I've always done a lot of cardio, low-intensity cardio, high-intensity cardio, weightlifting. But lately, I've been really trying to find that extra little edge to get me to the next level. Because like I told you guys, man, and this isn't just some Semen Retention talk, this is just real talk, just life talk. You should always want to be getting into the continuity of advancement physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, financially, all of that. So I'm always trying to better myself. I'm always trying to go to that next level, right? And I was like, I feel good on these higher carbs, higher carbs, moderate protein, moderate fat, but I just know I could feel better. So what I really started doing, man, I started doing keto. I started doing a keto diet about 3 weeks ago, and I'm completely over the keto flu at this point, and I'm almost completely 100% fat adapted. And I've also been doing 1 meal a day. And I think fasting is kind of like a hidden tool when it comes to just being spiritually pure. You know what I'm saying? Because when you do Semen Retention, when you practice celibacy, you reach a certain level of spiritual purity. You know what I'm saying? You reach a certain level of mental clarity. You reach a certain level of emotional stability. And I think a lot of these different things, like I always say to you guys, like all of these different things, having a good diet, exercising, meditating, NoFap, all of these different things, being religious, all of these different things are stepping stones to help you become a better person. And a lot of the benefits that you get from Semen Retention, you also get from fasting. Increased willpower, more mental clarity, just spiritual purity, being one with your body, and, learning to live. Learning to eat to live instead of living to eat. You know what I'm saying? Only eating to fuel your body and only putting things in your body that you know are good for you. And like I said, all these different things go hand in hand, man, because I'm not going to say that if you're trying to do NoFap/Semen Retention, that playing video games, how do I want to say this? I'm not saying that if you participate in NoFap, that you just absolutely can't get any benefits unless you quit video games and you quit being on your phone and you make your diet a lot more healthy and you exercise. But what I am saying is that you kind of miss out on the full experience until you start implementing these different things, man. So you want to get off your phone, get off the video games, and clean up your diet. And when you fast, you feel so good. Like, I was at a point with the Semen Retention, and the crazy part about me is I grew up fasting. Like, when I was growing up, my mom isn't a big breakfast eater, so I think that's kind of what kind of saved me, so to speak. But I remember my dad, like, he would always try to get me to eat breakfast. Come on, man, eat breakfast, eat breakfast. But I was never a big breakfast eater. I just never liked waking up and eating. I was always a lunch and dinner type person. And I fasted without even knowing I was fasted up until the point I was about 17, 18, my freshman year of college. And then that was when I started, like, getting back in shape how I used to be. And I was like, oh, I got to eat breakfast, because I was just kind of like hypnotized to believe you got to eat breakfast if you want to be as healthy as possible. So I was eating the eggs, I was eating the oatmeals, I was eating breakfast, just typical healthy breakfast. And then I got back into fasting. And then recently, for like maybe the past year or so, I stopped fasting 24/7. There would be some days where I would just be super busy and I would fast, but I didn't do it with any regularity, man. But like I said, for the past 3 weeks, not only have I been cutting out the carbs and all the sugar and all of that and been doing keto, strict keto, but I've also implemented 1 meal a day. So it's one thing just to fast, but I've been doing 1 meal a day. I only eat about 1 hour out of the day. I fast for about 23 hours, sometimes 25 hours, sometimes only 21 hours, but I only eat one meal a day. And I just feel so good, and I forgot how good you can feel. You know, when I was doing my semen retention streak, you know, when I'm on my semen retention streak like now, because, you know, I've been on another streak before, but, you know, you reach this point where you're like, you know, damn, I don't think I feel any better. You know, I'm sharp, I feel fast, I feel strong, I look good, my skin is clear, and it's like, man, I can't feel any better than this. But when you implement that fasting, is you unlock more secrets of, you know, this feeling of godhood that you have. And I hate to use that word, but that's really how you feel. You feel like a demigod. You feel like Zeus or somebody like that when you're fasting, when you're meditating, when you're practicing semen retention. All these different things go hand in hand in hand. So I'm saying all this to say, like, if you're gonna do semen retention, I highly recommend fasting, right? That's my main point of this particular video. But I also recommend that you spend less time on your phone. I also recommend that you spend less time on video games. I also recommend that you spend less time, you know, just doing things that aren't gonna better you in some way. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I'm out having fun, I like to do stuff that's gonna advance me in some way. So, for example, like I've been getting into kloofing and cycling and all these different activities where they're extremely fun, but it's also challenging me cardiovascularly. You know what I'm saying? It's also challenging my cardiovascular system. I'm on this diet now to where I really enjoy eating, but it's also really good for my health, and it's really good for my, you know, the well-being of my mental state, my emotional state, and all of that, man. So, like I said, I'm saying all this to say, you want to start unlocking these different things in your life to help you reach that higher plateau. So if you're down here, right here, like I'm on this table, I know you can't completely see the table, but if I'm down here at base level, this is eating fast food all the time. This is fucking bitches that you don't give a fuck about all the time. This is jacking off all the time, drinking all the time, doing drugs, not meditating. That's phone addiction. All of that is right here. Well, if you start eating healthy, you can get here. If you start fasting, then you can get here. If you start doing semen retention, then you can get here. You know what I'm saying? You start meditating, you can get here. Like, all these different things are stepping stones. They're going to help you become a better you. So yeah, if you just do semen retention, you might be right up here. And yeah, compared to that, you are going to feel fantastic. You are going to be sharper. But what people don't realize is that they could be here. Then they could be here. Then they could be here, and to the point to where I can't even show you on the camera. You feel what I'm saying? Like, all these different things can assist you, man. So utilize all these different tools. Start fasting. Maybe do a 48-hour fast one weekend, man. You know, maybe pig out all weekend, then just fast for the weekend. Just meditate and just maybe lock yourself in the house and just cut your phone off and just get to really know yourself. Cut all the music off and just really spend some time with yourself, man. Visualize your goals, and that's what's going to help you. And like I said, all these different things are building blocks. So the more you fast, the less urges you're going to have for NoFap. And the more you do NoFap, the easier it's going to be to fast. The more cold showers you do, the easier it's going to be to not watch porn. Because it's like, well, goddamn, I just took that freezing cold shower. I got plenty of willpower. I don't need to watch that porn. I'm good. And then vice versa. So, like I said, utilize all these different tools, man. All these different things are tools in your arsenal. And if you want to feel the best that you possibly can, start exploring. Spend some time. And I'm not saying necessarily do keto. That's just what I'm doing. But find a healthy diet that cuts out sugars, cuts out starches. Start living a lifestyle that cuts out all this unnecessary dopamine. You know, being on YouTube 24/7, playing video games 24/7, being on the phone 24/7. Start meditating, start exercising, start making money, start learning all the goddamn time. You know, start reading books and start watching documentaries and just become the best you that you can be. You know, that's one thing that I've always talked about on this channel, being the best you that you can be. So, you know, utilize all these different tools in your arsenal so that you can become way up here instead of just here. That's still way better than here, but you could be way up here. You could feel 3 times as good. I can't even explain how good I feel right now. I got all this stress from school and everything, but I still feel, I used to feel like $1 million bucks. Now I feel like $1 trillion bucks, man. And right now I'm trying to get to $1 zillion bucks, you dig? So I appreciate you guys watching, man. Thanks for all the support as usual. Don't forget to leave a like or a comment and let me know your experience, man. Appreciate you guys watching. Peace.